Welcome back, welcome back to another episode of Dorn Talks with Chris and John. I'm John, and today, we are going to talk about, and that's Chris. And today we are going to talk about, the Super Bowl Sunday, and, we didn't expect the trade deadline to be this intense, but it was one of the more insane trade deadlines I can remember. There were like big ones that were just one big move, like the KD move and then like the Kyrie, but like this one was like just a bunch of moves that were kind of insane. So we're gonna talk about both. I'm wearing my Vancouver Grizzlies uh John Morant jersey because one, Washington State got a game this weekend, so and then two, John Morant sticks around for the time being at least. But we will get to all that. First, Chris, how are we doing this
We're
fine evening? Non-basketball related, because I don't care how you're doing basketball wise.
okay. Yeah. Okay. We're doing pretty good this evening.
Mm.
My favorite team just got a really good young player, so
And that's gonna be all. So we appreciate you guys watching.
I'm doing amazing, you know.
Why are you wearing a Nets jersey? Why are you?
I had a red shirt on and this was the only jersey
Okay.
that went with it.
The Nets didn't even do anything today. I think they made one trade.
No, I was like, no, they dropped Cam Thomas today.
Oh yeah.
They dropped him to free agency.
Someone said Sixers fans so desperate they're crying about Cam Thomas. They're asking us like Cam Thomas, bro. What would Cam Thomas do on the Sixers?
Um, be one of our only four playable guards. I don't know.
The only contending team to one magnet ball.
Oh my God. That's
Uh,
really crazy.
all right. Should we talk? I guess we should just get basketball out the way, so that's gonna be football's gonna be the main feature. The thumbnail's already made, and it was a Super Bowl thumbnail, and it's
Oh,
too sick to just diss. So we're keeping the thumbnail, but we are talking basketball as well. Um, so what I got all the trades kind of lined up here, and we're probably not gonna be able to talk all of them because there's so many, but we'll talk the big ones. Let's go. Let's kind of go to the. Let's go to the Grizzlies. Let's talk about the Grizzlies Jazz trade because that one kind of happened. That kind of started the madness. I feel like. Um. So the trade is, um, the Utah Jazz received Jaren Jackson Jr., Jock Landale, John Conchar, Vince Williams Jr., and then Memphis will receive Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson. Slow Mo is back. Um, Taylor Hendricks and George Niang and three future first round picks. Um, so George Niang also just got released today. So he's coming back to Philly. But
no.
what was the initial reaction to this for you? And then yeah, is how are you feeling like a few days later on it?
I just said why. I was like, what? I was like, that was not. I remember when I first saw the Grizzlies were trading, I was like, oh, okay, Ja's finally gone. But then it was the
Yeah.
other one, and I was like, oh, wait. And then it was to the Jazz, and I was like, wait. I was like, this makes less and less sense the more I look at it. Um, I'm surprised. I didn't think the Grizzlies were gonna trade him. I thought they were gonna like try and keep him and build around him.
You
But
think
I guess
so?
they're like, but I guess they're like looking to just blow it all up and restart, get as many first round picks as they can.
He's a tough player to build around.
Yeah. Or not build around him, but keep him as like a building piece
Right.
at least. And then when the Jazz traded for him, it was like okay, I guess they're trying to like get like a surefire like he's not super young still, but like a player that's still like on the good side at 30 and is a guaranteed like star player and not like a first round pick that could maybe be one.
Hmm.
So I guess it makes sense when you think about it a little bit more, but it definitely I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting the Jazz to go after Jaren Jackson Jr. like that.
Yeah, I kind of like it for the Jazz, and I think we'll talk about Washington because they've been talked very similar similarly this because I think they're kind of doing the same thing, and many people have talked about this, so this is not an original thought by me. Um, but it's small markets that are unable to draw free agency are either buying low or just buying medium on stars and
Right.
bringing on maybe lower tier stars or stars not at the peak of their powers, bring them in and say, "Hey, you're going to come into our team with a bunch of young players and we can maybe be a little competitive, but we're focusing toward the future, but this is our free agency." And we'll talk about Washington next probably how they brought in Trey Young and then Anthony Davis where it's like Anthony Davis would never sign with Washington ever, just on his
Right.
own. But it's like you bring him in on the lowest his value's ever been, and now if he's healthy, you got a star player, and you can kind of help build up your young talent. And I think Utah is sick of rebuilding, and they're gonna be like, all right. I think Utah's a little different because like Washington's more about growth and build up. Utah's like, hey, let's compete. We're paying Lauri Markkanen a shit ton of money right now.
Right.
Um, and I always get the Georges mixed up. It's is Keontae George on the Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Keontae George, he's been playing really well. Um, and now you can pair him up, and then you have Lauri Markkanen, and now you have a front court with Lauri and Jaren Jackson. Um, so now you're kind of seeing it take place a little bit. So I kind of like it from the Jazz. Um, the Grizzlies, I mean, I think you needed to do it. I think this iteration, this team has kind of hit a wall, and Ja's unfortunately not going to get you any value these days. Uh,
Right.
Teams just don't want him. The play style is so tough. To just kind of like insert onto your team. I don't even think it's like an off the court issue stuff. I don't even think that's what's causing. I think it's the money and it's the play style. Um,
Yes, yeah.
and the health, I of
Right.
course, but it's always the health. Um, but yeah, I think this is the right move for the Grizzlies to just kind of be like, hey, we we like Coward a lot, so now let's just kind of like say, okay, he's our starting piece. Now let's go tank and get some picks. So I don't hate it, and I will add the first round picks that the Jazz are giving up are not their own. So they're really not giving up any of their own capital.
I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see what those picks were.
That's the same with Washington, the Washington trade,
Okay.
which I think is very important because you control your own destiny. You can still tank and stuff,
Hmm.
but you can still give up assets for star players.
Right. Okay.
Um, we can kind of talk about the Washington trade. Um, where they showed the Trey Young trade, but not. But yeah, it was. I'm gonna find it. But Anthony Davis to Washington. Where is it? My goodness. Um, what are your initial thoughts before
You want me to pull it up?
I'm looking for
I have
it.
it.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
All right. So the Wizards got Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum, while the Mavs got Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, two first round picks, and three second round picks, with the 2026 one being from OKC and the 2030 first round pick being from Golden State, but it's top 20 protected.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That pick's like nothing.
So, yeah, that is the details of the trade. And then all the second rounders, but I'm not going to go through what those second rounders are from.
Please don't.
Shit.
Um,
Um,
um, yeah. So what's your thoughts on this one?
it it kind of had the same like feeling as the Jaren Jackson Jr. one. I was like, that's not the team I thought was gonna go after him. it's also like kind of crazy because I feel like they didn't give up that much for him.
Hmm.
You know,
They didn't.
like you like if I'm being honest, it's like it's not that big of a haul. It's like a bunch of like filler players and then two first round picks and then 3 seconds.
And the first round picks are not theirs.
Yeah. Ain't neither and they're also not good. You
And
know,
they're not good picks. Yeah.
they're not good picks. Chris Middleton isn't good at this point in his career. None of the players in this pick in this trade are good. So it's like, wow, like, okay. That's wow, okay. That's definitely a trade.
I think this is really about washing their hands with the Luca trade.
Yeah.
Like just being like, this is no longer Nico Harrison's team. We're just gonna like pretend that didn't happen,
Mhm.
and we're just kind of gonna focus on our young star. Um, and he looks really really good. He looks
He's
like
really good.
everything they thought they he was gonna be and more. Um, he's kind of like shaping up better than I thought he was gonna be, especially his first year. So
I know.
shout out to Coop.
He's like kind of ridiculous how good he is right now.
It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. I haven't seen a non-European white boy hoop like this in I ever.
Yeah.
Bird, Larry Bird.
Bird Nash.
I I was gonna say Steve Nash, but he's Canadian.
Yeah. Oh wait, shit. Well,
I mean, he's not European,
that's not
but
a European.
hmm, but he's
Like that's like further up.
yeah.
Like we're closer to Canada than we are to like most parts of the United States. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know.
That's it's true. It's true. You're not wrong because it's New York than Canada pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it was weird because it's like you couldn't get more. Like I know his trade market is definitely like not good. It's
It's
like,
I think it's just the money. He's owed some ridiculous money.
is he? I haven't even looked
Oh
at.
yeah, it's kind of like I someone read it off. I was like, "Holy crap."
But do they have that much? Like, but they don't have many like super crazy contracts right now, do
But still it's like so his cap hit, I got it up. So this year's 54, um next year's 58 and 2027 is fit 62.
That is kind of crazy, actually. Oh my God. And he's gonna be 34, getting
He was
62.
and then they're going to extend him
Oh, come on.
because he's an unrestricted free agent at 28. And his agency's like was adamant about wherever he gets traded, he wanted an extension. And I saw a pop up that they were working on extensions for both Trae Young and Anthony Davis. If I'm Washington, I would not do that.
Shit.
Like not yet. Give it a year. I want to see next year.
Yeah. You want to see him with Trae Young?
And I know he probably wouldn't do that, but like you have Alex Sarr. Like you have like the ideas for these guys to be the guys.
Mhm.
Um, kind of on the Maverick side, are you surprised they didn't trade Klay Thompson?
I, Not really, because it's like, oh, he's a shooter. Keep him next to Cooper Flag. That helps your development. Yeah. I'm not super.
I guess kind of weird. I don't know like I don't know their path, right? I don't know what their are they like planning on playing for a chip next year, assuming Kyrie comes back? Like
That, yeah, that is weird.
because they didn't exactly buy either.
Yeah, they just kind of sold low. I feel
Right.
like they didn't get anything that like looks to me like a needle mover for next year or this year. Like
I
nothing popped out to
agree.
me as like, oh, okay, next year this is gonna be a lot better than it was this year. Like it didn't really look to me like they did much with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Wizards, we'll talk about them in a little bit, but they have been on a heater. They're showing like an expert, like this is how you do this.
Let's talk
Like,
with them now.
yeah, yeah. Because yeah,
Go
like
for it.
they sent out CJ McCollum and Corey Crisper. We talked about that trade when it happened. I know I get it. Trae Young, his value was at an all-time low. But you just traded away CJ McCollum and Corey Crisper. No picks attached, by the way, for Trae Young. That's still an all-star level player.
Hearing that out loud, like again, is like kind of insane.
Like CJ McCollum is actively hurting your team. Like he's beyond just being a bad player. He's actively hurting your team out there. So you just basically traded Corey Kispert for Trae Young.
It's almost surprising that like other teams didn't like want to do it if that was the asking price.
No, like I get it, he's owed money and his defense is bad and he's a ball hog, but I don't care, bro.
But like, if I'm Minnesota, right? You
Yeah,
don't have point guard play. If I'm Houston,
like
like
if I'm being honest, if I'm Houston, I trade Fred Van. Like I don't think they'd have the option, but like I'd rather have Trae Young than Fred Van Vliet.
I, yeah, I would too.
Like Minnesota, you didn't do anything. Well, you did do one trade, but
I like Io there.
yeah, I like Io there, but that doesn't he's not really solving their issues like at
No,
all. So it's like yeah, it's like yeah, the Wizards are elite run. Like you send out two first round picks and a bunch of bums for Anthony Davis and Trae Young.
and it's like and it's like that's not gonna be like um it's not a move that's gonna like nail like tie your franchise down for years. Like the
Yeah,
Anthony Davis one could age worse.
it could, but you're only have him on the books for what, 2 years now?
2 more years after this one, yeah.
Yeah, 2 more years.
So yeah, it's not horrendous. If you extend him, then and same with Trae Young, I guess. But that then it becomes maybe an issue.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's really a low risk, high reward kind of situation. And I I like a small market team being like, okay, we're kind of like maybe in a no direction spot. We got some young talent, and we're not gonna get a big free agency, but we got all this money, we got all this room that we're just not gonna spend. So let's trade for these guys while their prices are low, and if they pan out in a crappy East, we could do something. Like next year, if they're all healthy, this team could be an 8 seed,
Yeah,
and it's
and
like I think the East is gonna be a little better next year, just
mhm,
because Boston's already very good, and now they're gonna get Tatum back.
right.
I think they'll be the number one outright. I think Philly is gonna stick around now with that backcourt. Um, the Knicks, I think they'll always just be around. The Hornets, I mean, if they make a few moves this offseason, boom, they're in it. They're in the
Yeah.
picture. Cleveland, Detroit is like the East is not going to be like weak forever,
Yeah.
but like it's obviously weaker than the West. Um, so it's like if you or if these moves are there to make, I applaud you for making it. I really
Hmm.
do. That's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, and their contracts kind of line up. Like they're both going to become you. Yeah, 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 yeah. They'll be fine. They will be fine. I like it. I like what the Wizards are doing. You go get good players if you can for such a low price. Basically, no. Wow. Like I feel like we weren't talking about that before. Like how, like wow, they bought so low on him, and
Yeah,
now they bought low again on another good.
they did the same thing. They
They
did
did
the
it again.
same exact thing.
They did it again. Um, but yeah, that's as much as we go on there. Want to talk about the Bulls and their 15 different young
Okay.
small forwards?
Yeah, we can do that next for sure.
Because
Um,
I'm like just looking down the list, and it's like they just keep trading for them.
it's so crazy because I mean they had 2 years to trade Kobe White like for like high value for the longest time.
Hmm.
And now they trade him now and got a bunch of second round picks and more fast guards. I forgot they got Anthony Simons too. Like I
You
straight up,
notice? Yeah.
it's like, bro, this roster is diabolical.
It's just it's like somebody said it's like Kenny Beecham's doing like an all guard challenge over there or something like that. That's kind of what it feels like. It's just a bunch of like young guards. Like it's just Matas Buzelis and a bunch of point guards.
Literally.
It's like every exciting point guard everybody wanted like 3 years ago.
And it's like of everyone they've traded and everyone they added, Io is kind of one that I would want to keep around out of that group. I would
Yeah.
assume. Like I like him, and he's super young, but now he goes to a Minnesota team, which I think Minnesota, which we'll talk about. I think we'll talk about Giannis and Harden next. Um, uh, I think that the Giannis trade kind of held up a bunch of moves. So it's
Yeah.
like Minnesota wanted him, so they held off, and then last minute they're like, "Hey, let's get Io since Bulls are selling?" Question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know like what the Bulls are like. I would be so frustrated being a Bulls fan with that ownership, man.
I guess they did sell on everybody they could sell. Like I don't think they could have given up like certain guys like Giddy or Buzelis, obviously. But everybody that they could sell that you've kind of seen where they're gonna be, like they did.
Yeah, it's just, a lot of them they're like 2 years late.
Yeah,
So it's like the returns so shitty. It's
yeah,
so bad.
I don't know what's going on over there. It's really funny to look at. Like if you would have told a Bulls fan they have Rob Dillingham and Jaden Ivey on the same team like a couple
They
years ago,
have Rob Dillingham.
you didn't know.
Okay, wait. What are all the guards they have?
All right. I'm not even gonna look at their actual roster to include the guards they already have. I'm gonna show you exactly how all the guards that they have right now. So they got Mike Conley and Jaden Ivey.
Mike Conley got released.
Yep. Anthony Simons, Colin Sexton. This is so bad. Oh, they got Gershon, Rob Dillingham.
You said Jaden Ivey, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Colin
Yeah.
Sexton. That's so. They just signed Mac McClung.
They did. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are they doing over there? Why do you keep signing cards?
Yo, Anthony Simons, Colin Sexton, Rob Dillingham, Trey Jones.
Oh, God.
Um, that's Josh Giddey. Yuki Karamoa is there.
Yeah.
Yo. Isaac Okoro. Is he still
I
there?
guess so, yeah. This is
Yo.
really funny to look at. Why do they keep signing?
What are they doing?
So, but they do have about $82 million in cap space available this summer.
There you go. Can sign some more guards.
Yeah, let's go sign Norman Powell.
Let's go.
Let's go get
Tyler
Norman
Hero,
Powell, Quentin Grimes,
Quinn Grimes, let's go.
Austin Reeves. Just sign them all, please.
We will make an all under 6'4" lineup.
This is so funny, man.
What a
So, wait, I just read a comment. I think the story is they're finally choosing a path. They were wasting everyone's time for the longest. It's it's sad. I don't know how confused I'd be if I was a Bulls fan right now, looking at this
I'd
team.
just be so pissed off.
I don't
Like
know.
this is so like not serious.
Can they bring back Lonzo Ball just so we can get more guards?
They can.
They can.
I think they can. Um, all right. Let's talk about Giannis, and then I want to talk about Cleveland.
Hmm.
Um, because Cleveland did a lot of moves I really, really liked.
Yeah.
But Giannis situation, and this is where I texted you earlier that I want to get on my soapbox a little bit
Hmm.
because I keep seeing video after video, tweet after tweet hating on Shams, and I know it's fun to hate on Shams right now, whatever. But it's like I don't know what exactly he did wrong in the Giannis situation specifically.
Right.
Because if we look back in the timeline, everyone's saying, "Oh, he made us think a Giannis trade was happening, and then it wasn't." It's like, well, Giannis had like three different meetings and like said like four different very like vague like wild quotes. It was like either I love it here, I hate it here. I love it here, I hate it here. I don't know
Mhm.
what's going on, I hate it here. I want to leave, I love it here. It's like so we don't know what to think about that. Then they're having meetings and the meeting's like, okay, we should probably move on. And then he's like, okay. Then the big one came out that the Bucks are going to listen to offers and see if they're going to trade him this either this deadline or the offseason.
Right.
And what happened? Trade negotiations were open. They were talking to the Warriors. They were talking to Memphis, Minnesota. They were
Right.
talking to all these teams. They were talking to Portland allegedly. Like everything that Sham said happened. It just they decided that the packages they got, which included four unprotected from Golden State, wasn't what they wanted. Which is they probably wanted more young players. They probably wanted whatever. They probably wanted an unrealistic thing. It wasn't there at the deadline, so they're like, why feel rushed to make a deal when we can like see our full picture in the off season and kind of move from there. I think everything that happened is what Shams reported on. We just got upset because this Giannis um timeline has been so infuriating because we've
Mhm.
been like moving in a circle for 2 or 3 years now. It feels like where it's
Right.
like, is Giannis gonna get traded? He's not gonna trade. He's gonna get traded. He's not gonna get traded. It's like we just want a resolution, and we've been waiting for resolution for a long time, and we're not getting it. So we're taking it out on Shams, who's just maybe he's over reporting it a little bit, but he didn't say anything incorrect. So that was my thing, kind of there. I it's all fun and games. Like I'm all for the jokes, but I just think like people were genuinely getting upset at Shams. I'm like he didn't do anything.
Hashtag not my reporter.
Can he
No.
beat him better? Can he?
He did beat him on one of those trades.
He got on the Vucevic trade.
No, no, you're right. It was weird to look at because it's like, and then the Bucks came out like right before the trade deadline hit. They were like, we actually aren't looking at any offers for Giannis, which is like, well, then are you gonna make a trade to help him out?
Right.
It's like, what a weird team right now. Yeah,
It,
it's like,
a few hours ago, it said that they were talking with Memphis for John Morant. It's like, okay, well, is that the move?
if you're gonna go get a job, this is like the perfect time to get him. Like his value
Right.
is an all-time low. Memphis is selling. Like, go get him.
I mean, at its peak, Ja and Jaren was a really nice fit together, and I think Ja and Giannis fits even better. So it's like if you do that and then feel like you can build around him, and I don't know how well they could do that, just because they're gonna have that Dame money looming over them for a long time, and they just signed Miles Turner to that ugly contract too. Um, so it's like I don't know how much. I don't know if they can build a team here. I don't think they can. I don't think they can build a contending team here. And I think you have to trade Giannis in the offseason because it's like you're either gonna like do this middle of the pack thing, do this out in the first round thing, or you're gonna actually go somewhere serious and actually get some value out of your star player who is a player that who relies on athleticism and he's getting into his 30s.
Yeah,
That doesn't have a history of aging like wine.
that's fair.
Um, so it's like I think you need to pick a direction and just do it.
Mm.
And I think you picked trying to build a team, but you picked it in the worst way possible by signing Miles Turner.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like that was such a band-aid over a damn move. That was just like,
So he's a good player, but that'd have been nice 2 years ago. That'd have been nice last year.
yeah, it's like, oh, we're losing Brooke Lopez. Boom, younger Brooke Lopez, and it's like,
It's like
in
Brooklyn
theory,
isn't the reason that your team isn't good right now.
Right. Brooke Lopez helped when you had a fully like a championship lineup with Drew Holiday, with Chris Middleton in his prime. Like this team was crazy, and then you had a center who could shoot threes and and protect the rim. It's like, yeah, that's a piece. He wasn't like an essential cornerstone per se, but
Yeah.
it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Um, I don't know if you have anything else to say about Giannis and the Bucks, but I feel like what hasn't been said about it. But um,
To say at this moment, it's just
um, let's talk about Cleveland, who had two main big trades that I really liked. Um, the first one being the Keon Ellis and Schroeder deal, which I really liked. So it was Cleveland gets Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder, and Emmanuel Miller via the Bulls, and the Bulls received Darius Saric, a second round pick, two second round picks, and Sacramento receives DeAndre Hunter. Um,
mm,
and then they got, um, of course, James Harden for Darius Garland, a second round pick. Um, they completely revamped their guard room um, to like maybe Dennis Schroeder is a guy that kind of fills in that Ty Jerome role from last year, maybe a little bit, which really helped you. And now you have a one of the best passers in the league to go next to um, Donovan Mitchell, who apparently really, really wanted James Harden.
also
Um,
did like Darius Garland apparently. Right?
yeah, they. I was watching Kenny's pod before I got on here, and he was like, "Did we forget that Darius Garland requested a trade 2 years ago when the Donovan Mitchell trade happened because they didn't play well together?" But it's like he held his tongue because they were competing for the East.
Right.
Like they like their styles don't play well together, and they both knew that. So that's why Donovan's been so vocal. I think they were both like, "Hey, man, nothing personal. We do not play well together."
Yeah.
Um, so I I think this is like very nice for the Cleveland. I know it's kind of weird like trading your young player for like a James Harden. Um, but it's like I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. I get it. I think it works better because it's like obviously you need like we were talking about this. It was like they need to like shake it up somehow. Like running this team back wasn't gonna work. So it's like you get an obvious upgrade. Like, yeah, he's way young, he's way older, but like that's a very obvious like upgrade there.
They're gonna be really good.
Yeah.
And I mean, he didn't. Oh, he didn't play with Jared Allen in Brooklyn, did he?
Mm, no.
Because those trades kind of happened at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Um.
was the one. Yeah, because it was Kyrie and KD first. He was the odd one out.
Right. But and then like this is gonna be great for Mobley.
Right.
I mean, this is gonna be great for Jared Allen, who's gonna just like he's gonna become a lob guy. um. Um. And I think Donovan Mitchell is gonna get looks that James Harden's gonna make him have looks.
Yeah.
And he's having the best scoring season of his career. So it's like, there you go, man. This is it. This is your path.
This is
Um,
this is how you win. By the way, this is the exact type of move you need to make with the East being this week this year.
yeah. I want to get into our a lot of our questions because like there was like trade deadline questions, so I feel like we just get them off here.
Hmm.
The trade deadline ones because they kind of go into the other teams. Um, so a lot of them are. So there's three questions. There's a Jared McCain question, a Jared McCain question, and who's the biggest loser of the deadline. I'm going to wrap that all into one for my answer. All right. The loser of the deadline is the Philadelphia 76ers. When you have two aging stars, right? And you're you're exceeding expectations this year that you weren't sure you're going to be contenders, but you could definitely contend in the East. You could definitely do it. Um, we were not a perfect roster. There was moves to make, and when you're a franchise player who you're gonna start paying a lot of money soon, his contract hasn't even kicked in for 5 years down the line. Who is on his last legs of elite ball is saying, "Hey, I hope that we actually buy the deadline and don't just make salary cap moves." And what do? You make salary cap moves. You dump Eric Gordon to make space for Barlow, which I think you should have done anyway. And then you trade Jared McCain to Oklahoma City for a pretty meaningless first round pick. And what does that? And that gives you flexibility to retain Quentin Grimes. I want Jared McCain more than Quentin Grimes. I don't want Quentin Grimes. I don't want him.
I didn't even think that was like it was so funny because you're going into it, you're thinking like, oh yeah, obviously they know Quentin Grimes is the odd one out of the four, right?
Right.
Apparently they don't.
And it's like, oh, maybe the Sixers are just flipping the pick to get more picks to do a big trade. If you're a team, and again, not an original thought by me, but if you're a team that's talking to Sixers and they're like, hey, would you rather have a 2026 26th overall pick or Jared McCain? They're gonna take Jared McCain.
Jared McCain is the young player you use in those big superstar trades.
Someone put the picture of the mystery box Family Guy scene. This pick could be anything. It could even be Jared McCain. Like, we had Jared McCain.
Oh my gosh. It's
Ah. And it's like, man, when Sam Presti wants a player, the player is good.
yeah. When Sam Presti's willing to attach one of his 15 first round picks to get a player,
And the funny thing is, this is probably the most least valuable pick that the Thunder had.
I think the Thunder own one of the Sixers picks too.
Yes, they do.
Could have went and got that one at least.
This is the Houston pick, bro.
Yeah, that,
You know the team contending for a championship right now?
there's a team over there that has Kevin Durant on it. You just traded for the pick that is that is T-Max. Oh man, that's really funny. Um, so as you guys can see, John is taking this Jared McCain trade pretty well.
Oh, it's great.
You know,
Clap your hands, everybody.
so Philadelphia sports are back in they're back in business.
We lost Stout and Jared McCain in one day, bro.
Oh my God. Oh man. It's hard. It's hard to watch Philly sports sometimes. They're just like tripping over their own feet right now, you know. So they're doing the same thing that they've been doing for years.
It's the same old, same old.
Same old. Nothing new. This is nothing new.
Who's your loser of the
The
trade
set
deadline?
was duh.
Is there anybody else?
I don't think there is. I don't think any team made any moves where you could point to it and be like, ah, that was a pretty dumb move. If you want to, you can say the Bulls, but the Bulls are like constantly in a state of losing, so I'm not gonna call them losers anymore.
The Bulls are just confused.
I'm not it's like they kind of do this all the time. I'm not like this
I
is
think
whatever.
it's really is Philly.
Yeah, it's like I want to say teams like them. I want to say like the Bucks because they're still like in such a weird place with Giannis and they did nothing to help him out
The
anyway.
Bucks are definitely a loser.
But they've been a loser all year. They have no hope anyways. Like this is
The the Lakers are winners because they traded Gabe Vincent for Luke Kennard.
oh my God.
Like that's a fleece, bro.
That's so funny. Yeah, a second round pick and Gabe Vincent for Luke. What the Sorry, Hawks. That was dumb. I won't lie to you. But God, I'm sorry. It's just looking at certain trades, it's like, man, what's going on over here?
All right, and our last NBA question is: what is your ideal landing spot for players like Giannis and Ja who didn't get traded to eventually land?
Um, no. Uh,
Giannis in Minnesota would have been terrifying.
yeah, that'd be really good. So, I
I
wouldn't send
wish they would have pulled that through.
him to Minnesota because I don't want my team to deal with that going to.
Minnesota, make it work. Where's the Joe Biden clip? Minnesota, do it.
I don't want the Thunder to get steamrolled because Isaiah Hartenstein's still hurt and the Timberwolves adding Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't want that to happen. Um,
I look at Chet Holmgren against Giannis, and he's balled up in the corner crying.
I'm good. I already have one 7-footer that for some reason hates my big man. I don't need another one over here.
Yo, Minnesota, make it work. Yeah, Minnesota would be mine. I also like him in like San Antonio
Yeah.
next
That-
to Wemby would be
It's so
disgusting.
greedy. You don't need him too. You have one. You have a demigod.
You have one.
You had one.
Washington.
Can we just start saying Washington?
That's even a new answer. Washington.
Washington feels like your friend that's playing like my league or something like that. They're just trading for people right now. Washington feels like they're just scrolling through the trade finder right now.
Name
And
hunting. They're name hunting.
they're just having fun. Shit, man.
You know what I hate Giannis on, and I really didn't want him to go, and I'm glad he didn't. Golden
Where
State.
I was gonna say that too.
That would have been so stupid.
It feels like he's been linked to Golden State for like 10 years now. Like
Because
seriously, as long as he's been in his prime, it feels like he's been linked to Golden State. Like he's
yeah.
been linked to it since the pandemic. It's been 6 years since then.
Do you have any other spots you would like to see Giannis?
No. Okay, see.
And they could have done it.
They low key could have done it. That's the funniest part.
They absolutely could have done it.
I wonder
AJ
what.
Mitchell and a crap ton of picks.
Wow, that'd be so fun. Oh my God, they would have traded for J Mac, have him as their replacement backup ball handler, and then go get Giannis. You're like, okay. Fuck. Oh man, the rich could have gotten so much richer, even though they
Where do you
are
see John Morant going, man?
um Shanghai, China at this point. I don't know, man. Yeah,
Be nice, man.
he's like that little meme. He's all like, "Who want me?" Nobody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know where he's going at this point. I really don't have a clue.
Boston.
Please God, no. I can't do this.
Boston would actually be like a really good spot for him. I would hate it so bad because I'm not rooting for Boston.
I can't watch that happen. I'd
But
feel so
like
bad for Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. They just have to put up with this shit for their entire career.
it has to be a team with defensive infrastructure. So I probably wouldn't say like Houston, although they do have it a little bit.
Mhm.
Him back with Steven Adams would be fun. But
Oh, yeah. It's a team
uh
that needs a point guard. Like any guard need teams right now.
like I would say Minnesota, but they probably rather Io right now. Crazy to say, but money wise,
They still need a point guard though.
right.
Like they still like they're still rocking out there with like the hope to God to bring back Mike Conley somehow right now.
No, they do not want Mike Conley playing anymore, bro.
I
Those
know
playoffs were disgusting.
that's the issue. It's like who are you running out there as your point guard? Like Rob Dillingham didn't work.
Yeah, which is like unfortunate. Um, yeah. So Minnesota's still an option. Milwaukee's still an option. I just wouldn't like him seeing there. That doesn't make any sense. Um,
Yeah, like Milwaukee'd have to make a couple moves that isn't just Ja.
yeah, Miami doesn't really never really made sense to me.
I feel like Miami's always a trade option for everybody. Like every
Yeah,
time there's like a trade desk and there's like, oh, Miami. Like, why? What's Miami doing?
right. I don't know. What is Miami doing?
what have they been doing for the past couple years? It's literally just been their mid or they get like a superstar to like carry them to the finals somehow.
Literally.
It's been one or the other. Like I don't understand what Miami's doing right now.
They
Uh,
are they keep missing out on the big fish and now they're stuck with
yeah,
the next to big fish.
guys,
Um
Bam Adebayo is not making a superstar league. I promise y'all, he's just a really
he'd
good.
be a nice trade piece for to a contender though.
Yeah, guys, I promise y'all, he's not that guy right now. Neither him or Tyler Hero.
They could use Asia Wilson. I'm so
Look at
serious.
Bam feels being an NBA player and not being the best player in his relationship. Still somehow like not being the best player.
It's not even close too.
Buddy, he's an NBA All-Star. He's somehow still not the best basketball player in his house.
Asia's the goat. And it's like I,
So sorry,
um
move, Mr. Wilson.
that's Bam Wilson right there.
It's Mr. Wilson.
All right, do you have any more basketball thoughts?
Go Thunder. Sixers are idiots. Josh Harris should be. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking about him. Uh, Nick Nurse, you will see me outside. This is partially your fault too for not playing Jared McCain.
True.
Um, Shout out the Pacers. They just traded for Zubac.
What a wild trade that was.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one.
That was a lot.
Who are the Clippers center? Who's the Clippers center now?
Me, I think.
You and Brooke Lopez, I guess.
Oh, bro. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, that's nasty. It's
um,
nasty word. Nasty, nasty word.
I might be better. Um,
Might be.
Splash Mountain. Um,
Um, and Jose
should
Alvarado.
to
Was that?
the Knicks, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think him, Gershon Yabusele got traded to the Bulls, so they didn't trade for a guard. They got him and Usman Jang. So they got two non-guards.
There you go.
And
Usman Jang is a nice little pickup.
yeah, I like him. And the Warriors finally got rid of Jonathan Kuminga
Yeah, they did.
for Chris Stapps, Porzingis, Pingus
That's
Tingus.
they, I just saw the flight thumbnail. It looks so pissed off. Dingus Bingus! Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, I feel
Uh,
like we don't talk about this, but the Celtics getting Vucevic is pretty good too.
they're gonna be disgusting, bro.
And the Pistons getting Kevin Herter. I like that a lot. I was just looking through.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's in theory it should be good. He's been a little up and down, but
like I get it. Like Jaden Ivey isn't turning out to be what you wanted him to be. So go build around your superstar point guard and go get some more stuff from.
Jaden Ivey's who I like most from the crop of guards the Bulls have.
Yeah, yeah. He's the one with the biggest upside, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you guys got Mason Plumlee.
Oh yeah,
You guys got Plum Dog? That's kind of nice.
we need depth. Like half our
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Should we talk Super Bowl?
Sure. Yeah.
All
Let's-
right. I was pretty high on Seattle coming in to the playoffs. I didn't have them in the Super Bowl because my Eagles bias, but um I had them in NFC Championship game, but Seattle is in the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. Um I guess I'm asking you to convince me why this is going to be a pretty lopsided game.
You don't think it's gonna be all pretty lopsided game?
I think it is going to be a pretty lopsided game.
I do too. I have the Seahawks doing to them what the Eagles did to the Chiefs last year.
It's pretty much
I think it's exactly that.
like okay. I think the Patriots are completely outmatched both sides of the ball.
Yeah, like
Um,
this feels like last year when it was very clear that one team is a lot better than the other in like almost every facet of the game. except for the other team has like a fan favorite QB that people are like afraid to bet against for some reason.
The the path to victory for the Patriots is three players. It's Christian Gonzalez,
Hmm.
Milt Williams,
Hmm.
and Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
All right. Sam Darnold has to do what he did against LA in the playoffs last year.
yeah,
And he has to throw, he might have to throw 5 picks.
yeah.
And
You
Milt
might actually
Williams,
like 8 because how good that Seahawks defense is.
oh my God. I just, they talk about the pass rush with DeMarcus Lawrence, but like, and all of them, but like that secondary of Witherspoon, even Warray is a safety, Julian Love, um, Woolen, even though he had some flukes last game, it was a rough. He had a rough few series. He's still a really good corner. Kobe Bryant is a solid corner. Like they just fly, man. That defense just flies around
Mhm.
and just disrupts shit. And their special teams does the same thing.
Yeah,
Um, Sticking on their defense just so we can like really have a conversation about it. So their defense against the Patriots offense, I think, is designed to destroy them.
yeah,
And I don't. I think Drake May has to be uncharacteristically like amazing. Like, of course, he had an MVP season. I think he's the league MVP, but I don't know if his production with the guys he has can supersede that. I think
yeah,
Travion Henderson needs to have a monster game,
yeah.
right? That offensive line needs to ball out. Um, and Stephon Diggs has to have that game he had in Buffalo earlier in the season. Um, where he just like had a vintage Stephon Diggs game.
Right.
Because and Kayshon Boutte needs a really good game as well. But I just don't see them getting looks like that against a secondary like this.
They aren't. It's like we've been talking about this, and I know I've been especially hard on it, but it's like we've seen it's the same thing. The Patriots' path to the Super Bowl has been no matter how bad their offense is played, they've played against offenses that are like considerably worse.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're playing a defense that's not only like just as good, if not better than the Texans defense. They have a competent offense with explosive plays, a great run game, a good, honestly, a pretty underrated offensive line,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the best pass games in the league.
Yeah.
Um, like no offense that you played coming into this game has been anywhere near as good as like any part of the Seahawks offensive game.
And this is like a top 10 offense, not even like a top 5. And it's still like so much better.
JSN is like so astronomically better than anybody you've played up to this point.
And I could see just like I could see Gonzo, which is what we see. Like Jason has had the like quiet halves where it's like they put the top corner on him and he's been gone kind of quiet. But
Mhm.
it's like I could see Cooper Cup having like a ridiculous game. I
Yeah,
could see Raheem Shaheed having like one or two huge plays that kind of flip it on his head. But then again, then they're just gonna line JSN up in the backfield like they've been
yeah,
doing. It's like they make up spots for him to sit to just get him the ball because they
yeah,
know you're our best player.
yeah.
We're
Like
gonna get you the ball.
he's a walking mismatch against like every corner in the league that isn't like three or four of them. So as soon as you get him from just directly in front of Gonzo, it's just free eats every
Yeah,
time. There's
yeah,
like there's like what three or four cornerbacks in the league. I'm confident to guard him one on one, and they've only got one of them out there. They don't have all three.
legit. And it's like so you're gonna have Gonzo playing out of position,
Yeah,
right? Because it's just you have to shadow this guy. You have to.
you have to.
And it's like then so he's gonna be like this. You're gonna have like safeties out wide, and then Raheem Shaheed just gonna take the top off you, and Cooper Cup will will just eat from the slot
Right.
all day, because now you're putting your safeties out of position. Now I'm no coordinator, but this is just what I'm imagining doing basic algebra here. Um, it's like I think their schematics, Kubiak. I mean, there's a reason Kubiak's gonna be head coach. I think he's just gonna like absolutely like just put mismatches all over the field. I really do.
Hmm.
Um, and Milt Williams has to just get into Sam Darnold's skin.
Yeah.
Like he has to be there every play.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's been good. I don't know if he's been like Chris Jones good,
Yeah.
right? So you're asking a lot of overperforming and underperforming because Sam Darnold does not have to do much.
Yeah. He's
He's
also
made
been
some.
great in these playoffs too, by the way.
He's
Like
he looked fantastic, dude.
he's looked amazing. Like he hasn't had a bad game these playoffs. He hasn't looked like flustered. He hasn't looked like
I've been I've been thinking about like when we do our rankings this summer. Like Sam Darnold's going to be in that top 10 conversation for me.
oh yeah, easily. You know?
Um, and it's not a thing that I really considered, but it's like if you're able, like I know the offense is set up pretty easy, like pretty nice for him. You have a lot of weapons. We didn't even talk about Kenneth Walker yet.
Mhm.
How he's been amazing. Like
Yeah.
Charbonnet, as much as the injury sucked, it's really opened up the game for Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Like really, like he's looking like a top back in the league right now. Um, and um, but Sam Darnold, he's not making like dink and dunk throws. Like these are some that one third of the end zone. I think against San Francisco. I think it was like the first passing touchdown. That was like a ridiculous throw.
Mhm.
Um, so it's like he can make these high level throws when he's given the time, given the space, and he's handled pressure pretty well, I think.
Yeah, he has.
Um, so yeah, shout out to Sam Darnold, man. I'm really happy for him. I'm rooting for him. I really am.
Yeah. Like if I felt confident about betting, I'd put like everything I own on the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl because it's like I'm just that confident. They're like you already said it. The Patriots' path to victory is solely based on overperforming and underperforming.
Hmm.
There's
Which is
no
a tough bet, man.
like I felt more confident about the Broncos going in and beating them with a backup QB than I do about the Patriots beating the Seahawks in the Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, if those are the conversations you're having, and then you go into like inarguably the best team in it, like
Like I don't think this is gonna be it. I don't think this is gonna be close.
I hope that Drake May just puts on a classic and we can at least have like an interesting game.
Mhm.
Because I don't want a boring Super Bowl. I know if I wasn't an Eagles fan last year, the Super Bowl would have sucked.
Oh yeah, easy.
Except for like the highlight plays, I guess. Highlight plays are always fun, but
Yeah,
it's
pick
like,
six is that second interception is when we would have been like, okay, turn
yeah,
this.
right. So it's like I want a good game.
Yeah,
Um, but I see a world where it's like a 40-22 game.
or 40-6 again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't, yeah. We didn't really talk about on the flip. I mean, we kind of did, but like on the flip side, what happens to happen with Drake May and the Seahawks defense? I the Seahawks defense has not been bulletproof.
No.
They've given up a good amount of points. Now the Rams were the like one of the top offenses, so giving up points to them, I mean, makes sense. We have Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams,
Right.
very good. All Matt Stafford. Patriots offense is not the Rams offense. Um, but Drake May, I think he has it. We haven't seen it, but and he of course there's the easy schedule thing, but we haven't seen him put up elite performances against elite defenses. So here it is, Drake. Like this is your time to show us. I think although their weapons are underwhelming, I think Booty and Stephon Diggs can. like give you some production. So it's all about how you use it, right? Um, I think the run game needs to be paramount here.
Yeah,
If Travion Harris Henderson rips off like some of these 60-yard rushing touchdowns he has, then you're talking about okay, now you can shift some momentum here. You can get some things working. But again, these are like you need the explosive plays. You
yeah.
need them.
You need them.
Runs and passes.
Yeah, like yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Like, you
Um,
need there's no like superstar on this offense I trust enough to like break off for those plays. So it's hard. It's hard to see where it comes from, but there's potential.
yeah, I mean, I think there's paths. I just don't. It's not looking great.
Great.
Um, if you had to pick one X factor for each team, like not an obvious X factor, but like someone that you think could like I think coming into the game last year, you didn't expect Cooper DeJean to be the name, but
Yeah.
he became the name. So what's a player that'll be like this for maybe if either of these teams win?
Um. Well, first I want to say an X factor. I thought it was injuries because now we're seeing Nick Emmanwori had an ankle injury and Drake May had his shoulder injury. I
Oh, I
don't
didn't
think
see the Drake May one.
you didn't see that.
I didn't see that one. I saw the Nick one, but not the Drake.
I don't think either going to be like, oh, they can't play this game. Like they're both
Right.
going to play. But
You'd have to be losing a limb to miss this game.
seriously, like you'd have to get like a Bo Nix like immediate surgery.
I'd be like, yeah, bro, shoot me up with all the epidurals you got, dog.
Seriously, give what they be giving to Patrick Mahomes. Safe Shane, just get it pushing. Honestly, we've already said this, but Cooper Cup, like I think he
That's a
could
good
have
one.
a crazy game. Like I don't know if you remember the Rams Bengals Super Bowl where OBJ had like 100 yards in the first half before his injury.
Yeah. You think he could be the OBJ here?
Yeah, like which would be pretty funny.
That would be
Like,
pretty funny.
it would be pretty funny. Because like yeah, as you said, like him and Rashid Shaheed are gonna see a lot of volume, you know. They're gonna see more, they're gonna see a lot of receptions. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they both finish with more like receptions than JSN, but
Yeah.
obviously like still less yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For my Seahawks pick, I don't know if this is I think my overall X factor would probably be either Warren or Eamon Warre.
Yeah.
Um and I think it's hard to pick like a secret X factor on the defense because like every player on like defense is like a big name.
Yeah.
Like I could say Kobe Bryant, but I don't know if I really believe that. But like I could see like Wolin just like having like a pick six in this game.
Right.
Um, but for the offense specifically, I mean I said Raheed Shaheed obviously. I think he could have impact on special teams or offense. But I think my I'm if I had to make like a random bet, it would be at least one touchdown pass for Jake Bobo, man.
That's who I was thinking about. I forgot his name.
Jake Bobo had like 4 catches this offseason, but like I feel like every game in the playoffs they found him for at least one big play.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because if you're worried about Raheem Cooper Cup, JSN, and they just sneakily insert Jake Bobo into one play, and now he's wide open down the middle, and you just have like a wide, like this tall receiver right there who can jump up and make a catch. Heck yeah, man.
I thought it was gonna be Torrey Horton. That was gonna be like their big like wide receiver to just randomly like become good because he's like getting no attention. That's
What,
what
Jake
I thought.
Bobo?
I didn't expect that one. Yeah.
Shout out Jake Bobo. All right, Patriots. If the Patriots were to win, who would be that guy?
Hunter Henry.
Ooh,
Hunter Henry.
shout out Hunter Henry.
Um,
That I don't
that's,
hate that actually, but do
I think
tell.
that's like the one facet of this Seahawks defense. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously like the big explosive plays, but I think like a good tight end is like kind of what like breaks that Seahawks defense. Not breaks it, but is like the difference between you putting points on the board and not in the red zone, especially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Like obviously we want to say Booty because of like his production is solely explosive plays. Like he's like Alec Pierce. Like it's just only like the big plays. But I don't think he's going to be getting a lot of that, especially with like the safety play the Seahawks have.
yeah,
Um, I think it's going to be a lot of Hunter Henry, like under, like a lot of his like under plays are going to be like what gives this like Patriots offense some life. You know what I mean?
get
Like,
Drake May comfortable.
yeah, like he's like their Dallas Goddard. He's like, oh man, this guy's always open. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, I like that. I want to take you to a year ago from yesterday. Not a year ago, like what? The anniversary of the Eagles Super Bowl against the Patriots was yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And uh, a player that's not talked about much was a big X factor in that game was LeGarrette Blunt. And LeGarrette Blunt had some huge runs where he just gashed you up the middle, and he
Right.
would like add like a bunch of extra yards. He had a touchdown run. He just like punished the defense. And I see Ramondre Stevenson as a guy who can just punish a defense as like a power runner,
Mhm.
and a guy that you can just like wear at a defense. Like it can be Ramondre, and then you get Henderson in there for some speed and some big play. And I think he will be key to opening up Travion Henderson production. If you're just beating up that D line, man, just like that, I think that's what you got to do. And I think he's going to be a big part if they're going to open this game up for the offense. So Ramondre Stevenson, I think, is going to have a big game, or he's going to have a big game. Um, if they want a chance at this. Um, so that is my X factor.
I can respect that. I didn't even think about him. Like I keep seeing him, but I'm like just I think that's a good choice. I like that. I like that. That's a good choice. I'm not mad at that.
All right, do we have predictions? Score.
Uh,
We can do points this time.
Seahawks 35-16.
Wow, I was thinking 16 for the Patriots number too. 35-16. Yikes, man.
I know we said there's pass, but I don't bar no like any
They're
random
narrow pass.
arrow pass. Um Seahawks by a country mile though. Like
All right,
Seattle fans, you're gonna have some fun by halftime. Let me say it like that. We
it's
just
gonna be a
ex
party in Seattle.
like we just had our fun watching a Super Bowl, so y'all are gonna get the same thing.
I'm going to be a little more gracious, and I think that there's a chance that the Patriots defense can maybe hang in there.
Hmm.
Um, because on paper isn't necessarily always on paper. So, or the game isn't always on paper. Um, I think that the defense keep it a little close. I'm going to go 27-20.
Oh, that's good.
And maybe it's not 20-20 and then they get the touch. Maybe it's like 27-10 and then they score some at the end to
Like you
make
look
it close.
close at the end of the game,
Yeah.
right?
Um, but I think 27-20.
Yeah,
A a far 27-20.
right.
Um,
That's fair.
any other thoughts? I know it's gonna have a Super Bowl thumbnail because Super Bowl weekend, but this is definitely a NBA centered episode, which you should get used to because NFL is ending. The WNBA is not going to start. um, so we are really going to be talking basketball. And then when the NFL draft rolls around, that'll be in a month or two.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Don't expect any NFL videos from us for a while. I'll make my video hating on Drake May a little later. No, I'm playing.
Chris is gonna be so glad we're gonna be talking hoops, man.
All
This
right.
is gonna be Chris's element, man.
We're back. We're back to the good stuff. Nah, I'm playing. Uh, but yeah.
All right, so we got one more question, I think. Two more questions. Um, what is your favorite Super Bowl commercial you can remember?
Transformers 3 had their TV spot in the Super Bowl. I can't really remember any other Super Bowl ads. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember Super Bowl commercials. I'm like finding anything else to do.
They haven't been like really good in a long time. The only one I can really, the only ones I can really remember is like one like the Doritos commercial when the dude is in the ultrasound with the baby, and he
Uh,
threw the Dorito and then the baby went just went right after the Dorito, and then the um the the Seal parody um of "Kiss from a Rose" for Super Bowl 50, where they did the Super Bowl baby song.
uh,
Other than those two, I can't remember any other commercials.
or I heard about the one where it was like
Puppy
made
Monkey Baby.
dumb. Yeah, I heard about the one they were like it looked like it was pausing the TV.
Oh yeah.
The one, I actually didn't even see it. Like I remember like people talking about it after. I was like, I don't remember this.
Like people like were like yelling at their grandma, yelling at their wives. Like people like they were showing some men ugly side. I was just confused. I'm like, what?
I was like, what?
Because it was a Super Bowl we lost, so I was like already like I was like, what?
It's
I
like
wasn't upset. I was just like,
I
that
like
was weird.
erased. I'm like I wouldn't have remembered either one from the ones we did because 57 I erased all memories of that. And 59 I'm like I wasn't conscious for most of it. So it's like I
Chris was
don't
blackout drunk during that game. I don't
I'm
think you were
sorry.
blackout drunk,
I
but
know I was. I'm like, I'm sorry. I watched that Cooper the Gene pick six and it was raps from there. Sorry.
and the party started, man.
I was gone. So,
I respect the dog. I really do. I would have been the same under different circumstances. I really would have.
like like y'all
Uh,
don't understand.
um, and the final question is: do you have any takeaways from the Grammys? Did you watch the Grammys?
No.
No.
I don't know. I don't watch TV much, and I didn't even realize they were going on until I saw like something on Instagram about them, I think.
Mm. I watched them. It was good. The performances were okay. There were some weird ones. There were some good ones. Um, I don't really have any like hot takes about the awards. I think I wasn't super upset about any of the winners.
Yeah.
I think it was just fine.
Yeah.
I think it was, I
A lot of stuff about Bruno Mars and what's her name? Rose, I think. It was like people are like hating on it. They're like, oh, she like messed up his streak or something. I was like, I was like, why are people there's a
oh
lot of
yeah.
hate. I saw like a lot of hate on it. That was like what was throwing me off. I was like, because I also didn't see if she did anything like wrong. I was a little confused. That was like the only thing
There's a
I
lot. There's
experienced.
a lot of like weird Olivia Dean hate.
Yeah, that too. Were people
It
talking about Chappell Roan's like dress? Was that?
the
Yeah,
dress was wild.
that was a wild dress. I did see a picture of it. I was like, oh, okay. Though that's like the
I
only things I see from the Grammys.
was Chaperone's dress and Bruno Mars. Yeah, that's
Yeah. I like feel back. I didn't really watch it.
yeah. It was fine.
Yeah.
Um, I we just got a Chris B. Haynes notification. The Timberwolves are trying to find a pathway to land LaMelo Ball before the trade deadline.
Oh wow.
That would have been interesting.
That'd be a funny backcourt. It'd be really funny media.
Talk about personalities.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. I would have loved that.
That would be funny. All right. Any final thoughts, Chris?
Um, Sell the team, Josh.
Sell team Josh. Please and go to jail.
Yeah.
Um,
Be execute. I don't know. I feel like I feel like we're beyond the jail thing at this point.
I sent London a tweet of like a fake shot to it. It's like the Philadelphia 76ers general manager Daryl Morey has been executed.
Also Nick Sirianni. Don't think you're escaping. I need you gone.
I like now on Twitter that like whenever we address Nick Sirianni as we're hating him, we call him Coach Yanni. Coach Yanni.
Honey, I need you gone from my
I
franchise.
need him gone now. Like I'm done.
I
I'm
don't
done,
have an
bro.
OKC Thunder of the NFL. I have to deal with you. I need you gone. You're pissing me off.
You're pissing me off. Um, yeah. Like, subscribe, share, do all that. Check out our baseball conversation with Micaiah from last week. Um, I was napping yesterday and I woke up and I got a message from her that Framber Valdez signed with the Detroit Tigers. So now they have like an insane 1-2 punch. I was like, oh snap. Um, so some crazy stuff still happening in MLB. So check out that episode because like still relevant, still fun. And we had a great time.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, we will catch y'all next week. Peace out, y'all.